My name is Victoria Pettit and I'm here just to talk to you a little bit about competitive resources and what it is that we do. Just get this working. Competitive Resources was established in 2003 with the objective to bring a best fit, best practice HR structure to the small to medium sized enterprises. There's three distinct strands to the business model of Competitive Resources. The first one really is the HR consultancy side of things, whereby we go in, assist organisations developing their policies and procedures and looking after the HR function of the business for them. The second strand of the business then is the career management side of things and the management development training. Thirdly, then we have training and outplacement, and I'll talk through each of these separately. The team at Competitive Resources, Anne Pettit will be our director and principal consultant. Then there's myself, Victoria Pettit. I'll be an executive consultant, and what we do within Competitive Resources is we use a matrix approach where we can call on a range of business partners, we call them, and can draw on a team that we can identify to best serve our clients' needs. So if it's a particular industry sector or particular type of company, we can call on partners that we would have developed networks with throughout the course of the business to ensure that they are getting the best possible fit and the best possible services for the company. The HR consultancy side of things, we aim to provide a cost-effective, practical assistance and solutions for all your HR and employee relations requirements. We aim to be proactive as opposed to reactive, to be able to identify any potentially contentious issues in the whole area of employee management. We offer advice, assistance, guidance and support, and we'll work in partnership with our clients, be it on a one-off project capacity or on an ongoing consultancy basis, so there's options out there for everybody. The main areas of specialism that we would have would be human resource audits, HR support and advice, HR startups, employee relations issues, union issues, terms and conditions of employment, leave issues, recruitment, redundancies, disciplinary and grievance procedures, to also include third-party investigations, handbook, contract, policy and procedure, design and delivery, and then management and employee training. So what I'm going to do is talk you through one or two of the areas around the HR consultancy now, just to give you a little bit of a feel for it. So the starting point really, when we're brought on board for HR consultancy, the starting point for us really is to conduct an employment law audit within the company. This is where we go in and do a complete review of all the employee files and HR practices and everything like that within the company. We would do a review of employment contracts in each workforce category, for example, part-time, fixed-term workers, temporary, full-time, across the board. We would identify and define the policies and procedures that need to be added or amended to suit the business model going forward. We would identify a dispute resolution procedure for the company. Also look at National Employment Rights Authority inspection compliance, or NERA. If any of you are familiar with NERA, they are going around policing organisations to make sure that all of these structures are in place. And then finally we would do a complete review of the employment records just to make sure everything is as it should be. Tribunal and court representation is an area that we have seen getting busier and busier over the last number of years, purely in line with the economic climate that's there, be it for unfair dismissals claim, redundancy payments claims, whatever the case may be. And what we do is we would handle the whole employment tribunal process for an organisation, and also work in conjunction with the company to give them the best chance of successfully resolving the issues and minimising the impact on the business. We have extensive experience in both prosecuting and defending claims within the Rights Commissioner, Labour Court, Equality Tribunal and Employment Appeals Tribunal. And as you can imagine, this kind of an area is a minefield if it's not something that you're familiar with. We also have then the career management consultancy side of things, whereby we would assist people with CV preparation, cover letter drafting, interview techniques, group interview, all of that side of things, so that a job seeker, be it someone who is looking to get back into the workforce or someone who's looking to go to the next level in their career, that they're as prepared as they possibly can be for the jobs market, and enabling them to demonstrate their competencies, capabilities, skills, qualifications to a potential employer to make sure that they're hitting the spot, be it from the CV side of things or the interviews. Management development then, we offer customised management development programs to inspire business leaders and to equip you with the tools and techniques to operate more effectively. And we would utilise a range of tools, psychometric tests, personality profiles, to identify these areas for development within the individuals and then design an appropriate coaching plan around that. Our management development programs will build the capabilities needed and deliver real and lasting impact and results for your company. Training then is the last side of things that we do, and we would view our courses as being informative, practical and having a hands-on approach. Now what we tend to do for the training side of things, and we have carried out training programs in small organisations, multinational organisations. What we do is we very much partner with the company to make sure that their specific requirements are being fulfilled. It's great to think that there's a one-size-fits-all, however that's not always the case, and it's important to tweak it as per individual requirements. Our courses would include things like employment law fundamentals, grievance and disciplinary procedures, human resource policies, performance management and appraisal, NERA compliance, attendance or absence management, redundancy fundamentals, interviews and selection criteria and equality legislation. And something that is very important to think of, within an organisation, it's not just HR that has the responsibility for looking after all of this side of things. Anyone who is involved in a managerial type role or people management type position has to be familiar with all the policies, legislation, everything like that, to ensure that your business isn't open to any claims or anything like that. So it is very important that anyone in a management role or a supervisory role is trained in these areas. Outplacement then, we offer outplacement services to companies who are restructuring and wish to offer their employees just a little bit of extra support. Our outplacement model has been recognised by the Irish Institute of Training and Development as being a best in market service, and what it does is it gives employees affected by redundancy the competitive edge required in the current jobs market. Now again, it can be tailored per company needs, and the main things that they would include would be a process of discovery, so understanding and coming to terms with redundancy, all the aptitude testing, assessment centres, psychometric testing, preparing an effective winning CV and cover letters, job seeking tips, making the most of the interview, mock interviews, and then finally a health check with participants when they leave the company. So our clients then, we work with a diverse range of clients from small to medium sized organisations to multinational organisations, and what sets us apart from our competitors is that the way we partner with our client companies and become in essence an extension of them. Their culture, their brand, and to promote consistency throughout the organisational interactions. Our clients come from a variety of industry sectors, including manufacturing, both SMEs and multinational organisations, medical devices, chemical manufacturing, pharmaceutical. I won't go through the full list because I'll be here for the rest of the time, so I won't bore you. But really, it's across a very diverse range of companies. And then finally, what our clients say about us. So this is just one or two testimonials that we would have received from clients. So our decision to choose Competitive Resources as our outplacement partners was driven by three key attributes which set them aside from their competitors: passion for success, the skills to deliver, and the genuine interest in the welfare of all employees. Truly a pleasure to work with. And that was from a HR manager from a multinational organisation. Finally, then we just have one from a career management client who I would have dealt with in 2004, and then, as he said, as recent as 2012. And as he said, the one most important thing through the busy times we experienced, I have found at all times this one-to-one contact has never ceased, along with thinking of how my needs were dealt with on a one-to-one basis. A company who deal on a personal level at all times, a side of business which is hard to find. So I'll open the floor to any questions or...